him last night at like 4 AM his time, which is probably not the best of times for him to be contacted with regards to playing series. I mean, he knew he was playing today before then, but about the specific time, I probably contacted him a bit too late, so I do apologize. You can blame me for some of the delays here today, guys. Anyways, let's jump on into this. Let's keep this going. We have to the bottom left-hand side of the map from Splice. Down a series already today. It is Solar, our yellow Zerg player. And to the bottom right-hand side, our pink Zerg player from Dead Pixels. Give it up for Namshar. One of our OSC invites into the competition alongside Kalisur and Demilove, as well as Snoot, who will play in Group D of the competition. Unfortunately, none of our OSC invites have made it out of the group just yet, but we'll see if Namshar can maybe be the first, cause a bit of an upset here, as he is. I wouldn't say it's impossible for Namshar to move out of this group. I think he's got fairly reasonable chance. I think if you look at the group so far, I would say that this is the most likely group to have an OSC invite move forwards from, because Demilove's group had Innovation, Sue, and Alive. That's pretty difficult. Kalizur's group had Bjorn and Dark and Bjorn. That's a pretty hard group as well. I mean, Solo and Gumiho and Keen too, they're all very good players as well. But I wouldn't say they're quite 100, I wouldn't say it's as scary a lineup of 3 players as, Innovation, Sue, Alive, for example. So, anyways, we set this up, get ready to go. See what is going to be happening in the next couple of moments here in Game 1 of this ZvZ. It's just Hatch Gas Pool for now, which means we do have a couple of moments before things get a little bit interesting. And as for now, just Overlords going across the map. Hi Wardy, says Sumo00 in the chat. Hello. Do I upload my videos on YouTube? Yes, I do. YouTube.com/WardiTV. So the only issue with the YouTube channel is that we do have a little bit of a backlog, because I don't like to upload all my videos on one day, and so we've got a bit of a backlog, and so at the minute uploading 3 videos a day. Coming up in the next couple of days on YouTube, we're just finishing up the IEM Katowice uploads today. They'll be finished today. And we'll start the Alimo League from the other day uploads, and then we're going to start releasing WardiTV weekly uploads as our next port of call, and then we'll do Team League, which is from ages ago, the Team League, ages ago. But we'll do Team League after, because I want to just focus on getting the WardiTV weekly stuff on YouTube early, so that's sort of what we're hoping for, I guess. That's what we're aiming towards, so that's what's going on. So do check out the YouTube channel. I advise that to everyone. You never know when you might suddenly want to watch something on YouTube and you don't know where to find it. YouTube.com/WardiTV. The last few days we've had uploads like Dark vs Innovation, Mary vs Scarlet. So there's so many great games on there, and it helps us out so much as well if you subscribe over on YouTube. If you watch a video, leave a like, leave a comment, maybe say, "Woo, I like this." Because, especially YouTube, you never get any nice comments on YouTube. It's crazy. It's, every comment is like, do you speak English? Someone last night was like, do you speak English, ? And, there's just loads of abuse on YouTube. It's crazy. But, yeah, it helps us out a lot if you sub on the YouTube, if you hit the like button, and, on the videos and stuff, and all the rest of it. So I do appreciate anyone who does that. As we kick off into game number 1, and we really are kicking off now, because Banes are getting ready to go from Solar. He's starting to be the aggressor, as we see mirror builds from either player. Namshar just being a little bit less aggressive, making his units a little bit later on here. His own 2 Banelings are about to finish, as 2 Banes from Solar not going to get anything done just yet, and Namshar will start to target those down, getting 1 very low, and it looks though he will pick up the kill for just the 2 Zerglings, 1 going down to the Lings, and then 1 blowing up, as the Baneling goes down to 0 health, and explodes. Couple Lings up top from Namshar, not sure what his goal is with these, as he's right now looking to protect his own couple of Banelings from the Zerglings of his opponent, and he's doing a very good job of it so far, pulling them around the side, and he is going to defend quite nicely. 1 Lings gets into the main base, and that is a bit of a nuisance here. A Zergling in the main can be very frustrating to deal with, and it does pick up a lot of information too, but it does now get shut down. And we see this Queen from Namshar pushing out and starting to target down an Overlord, which is moving out into the middle of the map. So still some Zerglings moving around here from Namshar, looking to see what is going on. We see a few Lings and a Baneling from Solar as well moving through the center. As we just, as we see, Rotron about halfway done from both players. So Rotron about halfway done from both. Queens will keep on injecting, and overall we see the game just stabilizing a little bit, though Solar will take a bit of a worker lead. 40 to 30, actually it's not that bad. I was going to say it's 40 to 32, but actually Namshar just finished up a big round of drones. And so it does... yeah, it does make things a little bit better. Only a 2 worker advantage from Solar. It's not that crazy a situation 42 to 42. Yeah, it's actually a pretty even game still. So neither player really losing too much. Namshar a bit faster on the +1 missile upgrade. In fact, much faster on the +1 missile upgrade. We don't even see an evolution chamber just yet out of Solar. And so that is going to be a little bit of an issue perhaps. As he's also not too far behind on the lair. So Namshar put himself in a nice little position here. Although a little bit of a supply blocked. Might just hurt him for a few moments. But not for too long. It's not the end of the world either. And that's going to be pretty neat. So some more links just coming up to the top side, and we are going to be seeing one link from Solo. Again, just continuing to scout. The more information he picks up, the better, of course, but he doesn't really see anything, not even confirming the Roach production from Namshar just yet. So Solo's still a little bit in the dark as to what exactly is going on here. At around the 6-minute mark of this game now, starting to head in towards this mid-game ZvZ, and I guess that's why Solo took the later Evo Chamber, pops down Aspire instead. But how safe is he going to be if Namshar hits a +1 Roach attack? Because that's very possible, and in fact, he's going to have a lot of potential damage to move across the map, and, he's got a lot of potential damage to deal if he moves across the map with a lot of Roach Ravager when his +1 finishes, while Aspire is building, and while Solar is less likely to have a bunch of units to utilize. So, it could be pretty interesting as we do see these Ravagers trying to pick off an Overlord in the center of the map, and I'm going to keep on trying for that right now. I mean, the thing is, the Spy over halfway done now. I mean, the thing... Namshar's droning, so he's not going to look to hit an attack, but if he was looking to be aggressive, this would be fantastic for him. Now, however, he's going to have to try and scout this. He's going to have to try and figure out what is going on, because if he doesn't see the mutas, and he isn't prepared for them, well, that can be just a lot of damage done right away from the very, very start. So, we'll see how this goes. The Spy about to finish up. The Roach Speed does finish from Solo too. I mean, he will probably look to continue using the the roaches here and some throughout the game alongside the mutas. So Roach Speed is definitely a worthwhile investment. Wouldn't be surprised to see Solo also investing into +1 missiles at some point in the fairly near future as well. Namshar still just going with the Roach based play, but again with the lair up, he really needs to just be popping down a Hydra Den to have a decent way of dealing with these incoming Mutalisks. Again, for now though, he just doesn't know that they're on the maps, and so that's the biggest issue. How do you build Hydras if you don't know that you need them? Well, you kinda don't. And that's the issue right now. A few more meters continue to pop on up. And we just look to see what will happen in the near future. And we're just going to be seeing these roaches coming up top. But there's the meters flying in. And the Ravager getting taken down. One Ravager going down already, then a second one too. And we're going to see next couple of Ravagers being chased down as well. A few meters going to chase after more Ravagers here, and also Roaches and Lings just pulling down to the south side as Namshar will look to keep on fighting. So Namshar looking to keep on fighting right here. A couple of Balins roll on forwards, and we see more meters still overhead. Solar actually continuing to fight out against this as yeah, I mean, just Muta's going to chase this back, and this is an issue for Namshar. He's just losing so much here. Again, when you don't know that the Mutas are on the map, you're going to not have a very good time against them. And so Solo is starting to clean this up very, very easily. As we see more Roaches and Queens continue to fight right now. More Roaches keep on running forwards. The Queens transfusing each other to try and stay alive in all of this. And these Mutas overhead continue to clean out as well. This should be about it then for game number 1, as Solar is up 60 supply and looks to be very, very good here, in a very great position. And I guess we're going to be seeing another Queen getting taken down. Another Queen 2, and again, just reinforcements aren't even enough right now. GG is called, and Solar takes game number 1. Guys, let me very quickly just tab and peel when it comes to other games perhaps, or if you'd rather just me play StarCraft with you guys, then let me know as well. We would love to hear what you guys think. As we get ready to jump into game number 2 of this best of 3 series. For some reason, the bot is not timing out links. WardiBot, what are you playing at? What are you doing? God damn it. Top left hand side, the pink Zerg player is from Dead Pixels. It is Namshar. And to the upper right is going to be the yellow Zerg from Splice. It is Solar. Thank you very much, Montion, for the cheer 200 in the chat. No message attached, but thank you very much for the cheers. Do you appreciate? Yeah, thank you very much, guys. You've all been very kind to me today so far. What's up? Thank you very much for all the support. Do you appreciate? We might actually have some viewerish games tomorrow, because we're meant to have Team League tomorrow, and again, I've just been a mess. These tech issues have really gone in my head and stuff, and I've just not been on top of things, so we might do some viewer games and so on tomorrow. In fact, I might schedule that on the RU in-game and website so you guys can come and get involved. So yeah, maybe we'll do that. Anyways, guys, let's see what happens here in game number 2 of the series. Cactus Valley, and immediately we once again see Hatch Gas Pool. A little bit different. A little bit different to what we saw in the previous games of ZvZ in this tournament, which we've seen a lot of aggression out of, a lot of early pools, early gas pools, and all the rest of it as well. Wardy, you know you're a dude, right? Throwing up a heart sign like that is a bit questionable. No, it's not. It's just showing love. Is this really a world where we can't put up a heart sign if we're a man? That's so sexist, dude. Put up heart signs when I want to put up heart signs. Anyways, we set up into this and look to see how things will go. Third hat-trick before the Bane Nest from Solar. And on the other side of the map is a Bane Nest before third hat-trick from Namshar, which is a bit of a safer way to go. Obviously, potentially a bit more aggressive as well with slightly faster Banes. We might even see Solar bypass the Baneling stage of the game and go straight into Roaches. That's also a possibility. So that's also something we can test out here as we see a few seconds from Namshar moving forwards. Looking to see what's going on, looking to see what is happening. As the third hatch will be, well, on the way up down towards this, down in this position. Third hatch over here as well from Solar, on the way up, and these few Zerglings from Solar now moving out onto the map. So, Solar having a little bit of a look to see what's going on, what is happening in the next couple of moments. There's that Roach Roaring dropping down as well from Solar here, and he continues to move out onto the map to see what's going on and to see what's up. As actually these Queen getting caught a little bit here. Solar with a few Zerglings early is doing quite a lot. He's even going to cancel this second Baneling. And suddenly Solar is just applying a lot of pressure on Namshar. Despite taking the later third hatchery, is maybe in... I mean, I think he's going to lose. I don't think there's a way he can save this right now. As you see, there's just way too many Zerglings from Solar, and Namshar losing the third hatch. Well, this is troubling for him. Solar with the Roach Roaring about to finish. He's about to start going into Roaches. And that's going to be a follow-up, which Namshar is not really going to have a great way to respond to because he doesn't have a third hatch. And well, Solar's just going to keep on applying a lot of pressure here. A couple of Banes keep moving forwards. And Solar in this game, he never went for that Bane Nest, something we alluded to as a possibility. And it's something he doesn't go for. Is, ooh, well, that Bane hit is nice. And that is something for Namshar, but the problem is with Roaches about to pop, there's just going to be way more than enough to defend this anyways, and these Zerglings going down doesn't actually become so big of a deal in the end anyways. A few Roaches getting surrounded here, with more Lings coming in from Solar and Roaches too. He's going to have enough to push this away, and he continues his march now across the map to try and get damage done, to just try and end this second game super early on in this best of 3. So these Roaches from Solar continue to go over to the left-hand side. We're going to see a few Zerglings as well from Solar running on in and looking to see what is going to happen. So a few Lings running on in here. I'm going to be seeing these couple of Lings from Solar just continue to move around in towards the natural expansion. More Lings and Roaches continue across then. And Solar continues to take quite a lot of damage on this base right now. As you see Roaches and Lings continuing to fight here. Queen on the hatchery on the natural. Some Banes to spread now. He has a couple of Spines ready to try and help out, but I mean, he's already lost his third hatch once again. The Spines aren't in the best of locations. Banes, even if they hit nicely onto these Roaches, is it going to make enough of a difference? I mean, obviously, Namshar has his own Roaches now on the way up, and he's getting a few more of these out every now and then. But the thing is, Solar's going to break through on the ramp, which means that he can, you know, again, fight away from these Spine Crawlers, and yeah, he's in a great position, I think, Solar. He's actually making a few more drones at home, still sending a few more Lings across the map. He's actually going to back away. But honestly, I mean, why not? If he feels as though he's in a good position, he can back away. He can back away over to the right-hand side and all the rest of it too, you know? So, he's able to back off over to this far right, and we're going to see a Lair and an Evo Chamber continue to come on up. Yeah, I mean, just playing with his advantages, right? If you've taken down the third hatchery once again, then you may as well just play it out like this, as we see the rest of these Roaches now gathering up. Just in this little bit of a choke point, some Zerglings going to continue in towards the upper left-hand side as well. As Solar continues to see what else he can get done right now. Spines continue to fight away onto those Lings, and they're going to start hitting this mineral line in a moment or so, and it's a run by which Namshar is completely out of position to deal with. So Solar, again, getting further damage done, going to be pulling further ahead in this game. 2 drones going down so far, now 5, and probably a few more as well. And as these Zerglings continue to fight against this Queen, you're going to see 7 workers killed overall, so nice 7 workers killed here, and we're just going to be seeing this Queen continue to pick off a couple more Lings. And eventually it is shut down, but again, 7 workers. When you're already down in the game, it's really, really painful. Solar's saturating his third base right now, while Namshar's is only just about to finish, and, well, it's a tough one. It's a tough one to play out of. As you see, another Ravager will morph into the side here, as the lair finishes up from Namshar too. So as that lair finishes up, we're going to see the +1 missile attack from Namshar is just over halfway done. We see the +1 missile attack from Solar about a third of the way done. So that's one thing Namshar has in his favour, a slightly faster +1. But I mean, so much of this game is about numbers as well, and in this situation, the upgrades aren't really going to make much of a difference. If Solar somehow manages to fight in the few seconds where he's down an upgrade, I'm pretty sure he's still going to have more, way more, than what Namshar has, which should more than make up for the upgrade as well. So I hate to be pessimistic, I hate to be like, oh, this game's kind of dead and over and just be boring as a caster, but in the reality of the situation is that Namshar has got a very steep hill to climb if he wants to get back in this game, and you know, you look at his advantages and, you know, the +1 missiles doesn't really come into play because there's just so many units of his opponent. So what does Namshar do? Well, he has to try and distract Solar, he has to try and buy time, you know, run-bys, try and take a really good fight, I guess, and I mean, it's kind of weird because run-bys, etc., try and get damage done across the map could be nice, but also just sitting at home on the high ground and just trying to utilize these spine crawls, etc., could also be a very good way of just trying to defend and come back in this game. You can see Solar, though, just waiting for his +1, at least mostly waiting for his +1. A few seconds away, so it will come in during this fight. He's going to start getting rid of these couple of spines right away. He's going to start dropping his own corrosive bowels as well. And you can just see the concave here is way too good. Those roaches are going to get surrounded. I'm just going to be seeing everything getting picked off here right now. So, last 3 roaches and a Ravager or so from Namshar going to be dropping. Solar going to clean up the rest. And that is more or less just going to be GG. Namshar types out and Solar picks up game number 2 to take the 2-0 in the